Hello students, in the last lecture we have discussed about the continuity equation. Right now today we will discuss about the metallic conductors. So here metallic conductors, so nothing but what behavior and properties of the conductors we need to be studied. Right now energy band structure of three types of materials at 0 Kelvin is shown as follows. So here is the energy and empty conduction band, filled valence band, which it will constitute a current conductor, and empty conduction band. There is an energy gap between these two bands, filled valence band, and this is called as an insulator. And one more is empty conduction band and energy gap and filled valence band, and this is called as semiconductor. So we can observe here the gap. So there is no gap for conductor, but there is a gap for what? Insulator and semiconductor. So there is a big large gap for energy gap for what? Insulators, and there is a small energy gap for semiconductors. So energy in the form of heat or light or electric field may raise the energy of electrons of a valence band, and in sufficient amount they will be excited and jump the energy gap into conduction band. Right, whatever the energy available from heat, light or electric field, what they do is they raise the energy of electrons of the valence band, and due to that what happens, they will try to jump the energy gap and make it as a conduction band. Right, so first let us consider one conductor. Let us consider the conductor. Here the valence electron or free conductive electrons move under the influence of electric field E. Means the valence electrons or free electrons will move under the influence of electric field E. An electron having a charge is equal to minus Q is equal to minus E will experience a force. So therefore force is equal to minus E into Q, E into small into capital E. So in a crystalline material, the progress of electron is impeded by collision with the lattice structure, and a constant average velocity is soon attained. Right, so this velocity Vd is termed as a drift velocity. Right, so here we want to get a drift velocity which is expressed in terms of E. Right, and it is linearly related to the electric field intensity by the mobility of electron mu e. So Vd is equal to equal to mu e minus mu e into E, where mu e is nothing but mobility of the electron and Vd is the drift velocity. Now we can tell that J is equal to here rho e minus rho e mu e E. Right, so you can write as, because the velocity can be expressed in terms of velocity, so therefore we can express into J. So J is nothing but equal to sigma into E, where sigma is nothing but what? Minus rho E mu E. So this equation is nothing but a point form of the Ohm's law. This equation is nothing but what? A point form of the Ohm's law. Okay, so now next, the application of Ohm's law in the point form to a macroscopic region leads to a more familiar form. Right, so assuming J and E to be uniform in a cylindrical region shown below, here I is equal to J into S, this is area, and conductivity sigma E is equal to V by L, this is this direction. So already we know that V is equal to EL, J is equal to I by S, and there is nothing but sigma E, this is nothing but equal to sigma V by L, or here you can tell V is equal to L by sigma S into I. So therefore it becomes V is equal to IR, where R is equal to L by sigma S. Right, so also you can relate here as we know that I is equal to integration over surface J dot ds, nothing but Js. So we know that VAB potential is nothing but minus integration of B to A E dot dl. So this becomes minus E integration of B dot A into dl. So minus E dot LBA, or it can be E dot LAB. So therefore, as you know, the current, which is nothing but VAB also we know, and current also we know. So therefore R is equal to what? VAB divided by I is nothing but minus integration of B to A, that is E dot dl divided by integration of surface sigma E dot ds, right? So this is the equation for non-uniform fields, right? And you can have as the equation for conductors, right? So these are some equations. In these equations we have studied about point form of Ohm's law along with the resistance evaluation for non-uniform fields. Thank you.